Hi everyone, I am so lucky to be with Mila Belle today. Mila Belle is our visual artist for January 22. So as you know, all our visual artists in 2022 are women. So you're the first of
Oh,
them.
I didn't know that.
Yes, so they're all women.
Okay.
So tell our audience who you are.
So yeah, as you said, my name is Mila Belle. I am an Orlando local. Um, I consider myself very much a Floridian now, but because I've been here so long. But I have roots kind of all over the world. I have some Southern roots, believe it or not. And I have my grandmother who's Japanese, my father who's Chamorro from Guam, and a little bit of Filipino, Spanish. Um, so all over. I'm a mutt.
We all are mutts.
Right?
But
Yeah, but I'm a proud mutt.
so what drew you to do capoeira? Because
Oh, we met through capoeira.
yes, my kids and my wife, they did capoeira for like 6 years and they met you there. And so that's how we met you the first time.
I, Capoeira was just so much fun. It's just so energetic. There's music, there's acrobatics. It can be combative, but it's just such a well-rounded art. And also it was like I found family there.
Yeah, it's
And a
very tight.
crazy amazing workout.
Yes.
I mean, it's an aerobic to the max.
Tell us a little bit about how you came to do art. What place does art have in your life now? But what did it have when you were growing up?
When we moved to San Francisco from Japan, my mom had a boyfriend for a long time who was a stained glass artist. And I think he very much influenced my love of art because he always put something in my hand and encouraged me to draw. And I saw his beautiful like stained glass windows in local restaurants and things like that. So that was a big influence for me. And my grandmother was always very creative, very artsy. She was, also a performer. She was a musician, and she's always been really good with her hands. So whether she's knitting or making something, so
We have
it's
a similar
beautiful.
interest in, making art as accessible to all. I also love the metal art that you do, and I think that perhaps your art has evolved in the past few years. It's more rooted now. It's more like
I've I've
relevant,
definitely
connected.
found myself. Yeah, I've very much found myself, and I think that's a process every artist goes through is making not just like your own distinctive style, but also just kind of working through materials and what you're saying, or finding what you're saying, finding your rhythm per se. So yeah, I really found myself through metal in a way that I hadn't in other materials. So before I was a painter for a long time. And I mean, I still had developed a style there, but I think I really distinguished myself through the metal work. And it's funny because the metal work right now, I'm developing more 3D stuff too, but I haven't really developed it all yet. But it's very flat, and it's not necessarily the most complicated thing, but it's very much very, very original in the sense that I'm
It's very
not.
to me. It's very connected. It seems
Yeah,
very connected to who you are and what you believe in, and I think
yeah.
that's very very important. Obviously, because that's what it is.
It's like for me, it's like I've been stripping down these layers and getting to the very core of the essence of what is in here. So
It doesn't give a vibe of like fragility or like you know what I mean. Like it's very
that's what I love about it too.
yeah, it's very solid and earthy and
Yeah, and I could just, if I'm moving it around, which I've done because I show at festivals, but moving it around, I don't have to worry about it so much dropping a little or being super fragile. It's hardy, it's strong,
yeah,
it's
very much
steel.
like you, very much like you. You know.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way. I love that you are bringing a place, a forum for both the music and the art together. A lot of my like totems have water symbols in them because many of my ancestors were islanders. So I think a lot of them were some kind of fishermen or, were by the coast somehow working with that particular element. So I have like a lot of anchors and fish bones and arrows too.
It's
Yeah.
very cool. So I hope everyone you come tonight at for the Wayne Escoffery Quartet. Ulysses Owens is playing, Thomas Milovac, great bass player, and Tal Cohen on piano from Miami. So a great roster, and Mila Belle on the painting. And so I'll have a easel there ready for you,
Okay.
and I can't wait.
I'm very excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for talking to me.